Hello and welcome to Tangling along with me. We are continuing on tanglepatterns.com and today it is this pattern we're going to use. But first of all, let's just relax in our shoulders, our hands, wrists and fingers. Take a deep breath and just be grateful for tangling today. Be grateful for the day today, and maybe you have something else to be grateful for. Okay, let's open up the book and find our space. This is yet another border tangle, so I'm actually thinking of popping it in right here in the middle of everything, just because I can. And I am using my Jelly Roll 08 from Sakura. And I'm gonna make sure that it is working before I start. So I am going down one side of this line here, and I'm gonna do that with arches, half orbs, and I'm gonna do that all the way down here. Like that. And on the other side I'm doing the same, making sure that my lines are matching up, so I'm having to come down around the same side or same place where the other one came down, but doing the exact same thing, just mirrored. And down. And I'm just gonna cap my pen for a second because I want to see if I can get rid of my string line here in the middle to make it look a little more neat when we're done. And again, if you made your strings normal wise, you would not have to do that because they are kind of erasing when you go over them time and again. But I do draw my string lines a little harder with my white charcoal, otherwise they will disappear and the camera will not be able to pick them up, so I have to. Anyway, I am back to my my Jelly Roll, and I'm going to find one of these orbs here, and I'm gonna make a line from this point to this point on my orb, and from this to this point. So I'm kind of making an X on the inside of these, and I'm gonna do this in all of these orb-like things here. And some of mine are going to be bigger and some are going to be smaller, and that is all fine. Remember not to push too hard on the paper with your Jelly Roll, because then it won't write. You need a loose grip on it and just let it glide over the paper. And even though you do that, sometimes they will be a little annoying to work with anyway. There we go. Then I am gonna go back here in these sections we have made, and I'm gonna make a line straight down, and then I'm gonna kind of make an aura around that line, filling up this little center with these teardrop shape, no, not a teardrop, the bale shape with a line inside. I'm gonna do that everywhere. There we go. So I'm going to turn my book a tiny bit And I'm gonna go into one of these semicircles. And first of all, I'm going to make a tiny a ladybug here at the bottom. And I'm gonna make another aura of that one. And I'm gonna do this in all of these shapes. So the first big aura, then the small ladybug, and I'm coloring in the ladybug. Just take your time with this. And remember to enjoy each of your strokes. It's not a race against time, it is just a way to relax your mind and your soul. And get 5 minutes where you don't have to worry about anything. And I'm gonna turn my book around and I'm gonna do the exact same thing on this side. So first a normal aura and then the little ladybug aura at the bottom that I am coloring in. Big aura, little ladybug aura, color in. Of course you can do the pattern a tiny bit bigger than I did. But I kind of like this size as well. There we go. So I'm going to change from my 08 to my 05 here. You don't have to, but I am going to do that, making sure that it will write. And then we are gonna go and make lines in this top aura here. Just following the curve around with my lines. And of course we're doing this everywhere where we have this top curve. And I am going to turn my book around and do the same thing on the curves over here. And remember not to choke your pen. Have a nice and easy grip on your pen so that you don't strengthen your fingers. I think you know what I'm talking about here. So that you can relax in your fingers and your hands and nothing is hurting. There we go. I really like this pattern. It's beautiful, and that's the whole pattern. There's nothing more to it than that, but I think I want to pop in a tiny bit of gold in that, and I have it upside down. There we go. And I was thinking of just coloring in these places we have here in between our lines and the fully colored white little orb or half orb ladybug. And this was my metallic gold. It has kind of a bigger tip on it, so you won't be able to make really tiny fine lines with this one, but that doesn't matter because I am just using it to color in right now, and for that purpose it is perfect. Again, just take your time with this and enjoy each of your strokes. Relax in your hand, remember to breathe, and just enjoy it. And if you need to skip ahead in my video, do so. Or if I'm too fast, then pause my video and make your part and then continue with the video. There we go. Okay. Shading. Let's find my charcoal. I was thinking of popping in a tiny bit of charcoal here in the corners where the lines are connecting. Just a tiny bit, because I don't want the whole piece to be white. I just want a little of a shading here in this little corner here. And if you are on white paper, you can of course do the same with your graphite. Give it a little shading here in this corner. Using my Tortillion to soften that out a tiny bit. Again, making sure I have a black, free black space here over the middle of this little ribbon piece thingy here. So I'm not going crazy with my white charcoal. There we go, that's it. That's the drawing for today, or the pattern for today. I actually think it looks really cool. It's beautiful with the gold in, but it's also beautiful without the gold. And it is just as beautiful on white paper as it is on the black. So try it out on different kind of papers and in different sizes and just have fun with it. It was this one. I hope you enjoyed that one as much as I did. So thank you for watching. Have an attitude of gratitude.